Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Wednesday Waffle. If you're new here, karibu sana. My name is Sheba and I do this series of every Wednesday. I post a video updating you guys on whatever is going on in my life and also discuss about a few topics that I think are very important and we should have discussions about, and share some bits of information and resources I find helpful throughout my entire week and things I've learned throughout the entire week. If that sounds like something you are interested in, keep up with these videos, inshallah. I have already uploaded 3 videos. This is the 4th, inshallah, I think, and it's going to be the last video, inshallah, for the year. The next video, bi'idhnillah, is going to be obviously in January, bi'idhnillah. January. The next Wednesday actually is the 1st of January, because Monday is 30th, Tuesday, yeah, it's gonna be inshallah on the 1st of January bi'idhnillah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And yeah, excuse the fact that I'm wearing a winter thobe and it's clearly not winter, but it's been raining and the weather has been a little bit off. It's been a little bit gloomy, a little bit cold, and this is our form of layering up, guys. Now bear with us. It's really hot, but I quickly want to do this video and then go and change up. But I really want to thank you guys as well. For those of you who have been keeping up with the videos, thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Every single person who sets up their time and watches these videos, they're really long, and I do appreciate every single one of you guys. I have a saying that I usually tell my friends, and it's something that I believe in, I firmly believe in this, is that if someone gives you their time, they've given you the most expensive thing they ever have, because you literally can buy everything else. Okay, health is arguable, because again, it's a topic for discussion for another time, because there's a lot of things to do with health and everything, but it's one of the things, let me say, time is one of the things that you literally cannot buy back. You can add up your time in the sense of, like, if you have the money to give to other people to do things for you so that you free up your time, that could add up your time, but you cannot have it back. So if someone gives you your time, their time, they're giving you the most expensive things اللي عندهم. The most أغلى شيء اللي عندهم هو الوقت. The most expensive thing they have is their time, and I do appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for giving me your time and listening to this video, and I do really hope that somewhere around these videos you're able to learn something, you're able to pick something, you're able to learn and do something that is at least going to get your life in a better place, or even your health, your mental health, your own thinking, your thoughts, something that is going to challenge you and push you and make you become a better person, inshallah. I'm not saying you guys are not better, but there's always room for improvement. Now, keeping up with that theme, number one, I do like to do the job updates, guys. So at this point, Allahumma lakal hamd, we're still in the searching era. I've applied for a few jobs here and there. I'm really waiting to hear back from them, but yeah, we're in that phase. We're still applying, we're still actively looking for jobs, bi'idhnillah. And the other thing that has been kind of really taking up my time, aside from preparing for the webinar that is going to be on the 30th of this month, December, bi'idhnillah, it's about back to school webinar. It's talking about mental wellness in academia, talking about good study habits and how to be a well-rounded student, hosted by me, of course, and then powered by Tutoredke, like under Tutoredke, which is my side hustle, where I tutor and mentor students on their academic journeys, and anyone who is interested in changing their narrative and making their academic life a better thing for themselves. Now, alhamdulillah, من الأشياء اللي أنا مشغول فيه, one of the things that I'm also occupied with is that I've been creating a lot of content on Instagram, Allahumma lakal hamd, and the engagement there is really amazing. Thank you guys so much for engaging with my content, liking my content. I really do appreciate that, and I can see the difference in terms of the statistics and the insight that Instagram offers to creators and everything. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. If you don't know I do have an Instagram account where sometimes I would say I'm more active over there than here. So the handle is like med_sheba, med sheba, just the same name of the channel, just put an underscore instead of a space, and that is me on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. I don't really post much on TikTok, but I'm also there, and you can find me also. You can find like short form content on those platforms from me as well. Allahumma lakal hamd. So that has been also occupying my time, and also applying and preparing myself for job opportunities and also interviews, inshallah. So on the other hand, in terms of where I am in terms of my mental space, in terms of me myself, aside from the job searching, is that one thing I've learned and I'm adopting this week is trusting the process, because إحنا نقرأ كل جمعة, we read every Fridays Surah Al-Kahf, and in it is the story of Musa and Yusha bin Nun. شو اسمه لا ليس ذي القرنين, شو اسمه Al-Khudr. Yeah, so there's the story of Musa and Al-Khudr, and at the end of the story, at the end of the qissa, there is a narration of why everything happened the way it was happening and why everything was happening. ذلك تأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبر. يعني Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that the reason for every action that transpired earlier in the story. And whenever I read that portion of Surah Al-Kahf, يعني يجيني شيء من اطمئنان. It comes to me شيء, يعني something to do with some peace and tranquility, because there's so many things in life that happen. You might think that they're delayed, you might think that mutaakhir, you might think that you are being deprived, you think you're maybe, why aren't things happening for you? But when the things, al-ibra behind it, when they do happen, or like when the timing is perfect, when things happen, when the solutions come, when the things that you've been dreaming about, things that you've been praying for, when they come, you say ذلك تأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا. يعني you end up finding that, alhamdulillah, I'm so glad things happen this way, and that is one of the things that I've been adopting, and I've been really, really trying hard to embody and live through that experience as well. Another common ibara that people use, another common phrase that people use is فيها خير. يعني in it there is خير. So whether it's a waiting period, whether it's something you're really wanting, it's something you're really praying for, and you're seeing like you're not getting it at the moment, you're not like finding it, you're not finding solutions, you're like getting problems, foggle problems, waters and what have you, think and take a moment and just tell yourself فيها خير. يعني in it there is خير. خير is goodness, so there is good in it. Whether it's delayed, whether you think it's delayed, whether you think you're not getting it, whether you've gotten a substitute, whether you didn't get whatever you wanted for, فيها خير. وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم وعسى أن تحبوا شيئا وهو شر لكم. These are common phrases from the Quran as well, alhamdulillah. Now that is that, alhamdulillah. And in terms of reciting and what I've been learning throughout this week, I told myself that I was going to record this video while I'm standing, so that I don't make this video as long as it is, but it's clearly going to be long. So let's get onto it with it, inshallah. The other thing that I wanted to tell you guys was about setting yourself up for success. One of the productivity things, you might be very good at doing things, you might be very good at planning things, you can have all the productivity things that you do, but there's one thing that I really think is really, really important, and it sort of makes the whole productivity thing very significant and even more fruitful, I would say. And the thing itself, without beating around the bush, is having constant reviews and reflections about your actions and things that you are up to. I would give you guys an example. شخص طبيعي, a normal person, I'm not saying you guys are normal if you're doing this, let's just say a random person would be watching this video. وبعد 30 دقيقة, after 30 minutes, you switch off your phone or maybe get on to do something else and the day is gone. But if you watch the video in 30 minutes duration. اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد. يا جماعة وشو هذا؟ يلا روحوا يلا. In the 30 minutes duration that you watch the video, you maybe take a few notes of things that are clicking through your head, things that have provoked your thoughts, things that maybe you want to look at afterwards, or maybe at the same time you ask yourself, you pause the videos up and pale and ask yourself, what did I learn from this? What did I get from this? What is this video doing to me at this point in my life? It's creating a system where you just don't do things. You take a moment during the action itself, and even after the action, you take a moment and do something in terms of reflecting and reviewing your own actions. That way, like I said in this video, there's always room for improvement. But are you able to improve if you don't know the areas that you need improvement, or like areas that are improvable? You wouldn't know. But if you have that habit of like sitting down, and not necessarily sitting down guys, but the habit of constantly reviewing your action. تسأل نفسك, تحاسب نفسك, حاسبوا أنفسكم قبل أن تحاسبوا. يعني make accounts of your actions before account is made for you guys. Yani angalieni matendo yenu kabla hayajaangaliwa, kind of thing guys. So it's important because you could be doing things, yes, for the person who, let's say for example, they're in a stage where they're stuck. If you don't review your stuckness and review whatever you're doing, you'll continue to be stuck because you're not looking for areas to improve. For the person who is already doing well, they can't perhaps maybe notice areas that could be better. They are maybe, and quote unquote, sleeping on money and sleeping on opportunity. So it's important to once in a while sit down with yourself, with a group of friends, with your team, whomever you do things with, your wife, your spouse, your brother, your sisters, your business members, whomever, and sit down and review whatever you've done, whatever you're doing, so that if you're stuck, if you're doing something, you get to move. If you're stuck, you get to move. If you're moving, you get to move better. And if you are already there, you even get to enjoy the experience much, much better. What I'm trying to say is, don't just get in the loop of doing things. Get in the loop also of trying to review your own actions. Try and see the loopholes in whatever you do. Try to see areas of improvements. Review your own feelings, review your own relationships, review your own habits, review your own financial habits, review all the things that you do, because there is, if at all you're in a good place, assuming that is the case, there's still room for improvement and there's something better that you could always do. Now this is something, alhamdulillah, given the timing of this video and the time that it's going to be up, inshallah, it's going to be up bi'idhnillah at around the time when the year is almost coming up to an end, and it's kind of like the perfect time to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, في هذه السنة وش اللي فعلت? In this sana, what did I do? In this year, what did I do? What did I accomplish? What are some of the challenges I faced? What are some of the achievements I had? What are some of the shages I faced? And what are some of, the ways that I dealt with these things in terms of your relationships, your finances, your own work ethics, your own work, everything that you do. Sit down with it and try and see and review, kind of audit your own life and see areas of improvement and things you could do better and things that you could improve with and in, inshallah. And I really hope that this does help. I was saying to myself that I wasn't going to ramble a lot about this because I really want people to get more to actions rather than just sitting onto ideas. So I'm gonna wrap it up at this point. If you're watching this video, take a moment. You've watched this video, what have you learned from it? Ask yourself these questions. Shul faida, where's the benefit? And you've done something, okay. can I do something in a better way? What can I put in place to sort of improve? And guys, about this thing about reviewing and constantly having reflections, it's not just about improving, it also allows you to identify your weakness areas. It also allows you to identify your challenges and places that you got stuck and places that you're not able to do things well, so that you can learn that there is a problem في هذا الموقف in this particular area, and that you are able to do something about it and do something that would solve even like a problem. The sun is really hitting me at this point and I don't want to stay much. It's not healthy for my skin as well. Once again, thank you guys for being part of this amazing community. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. And if you've watched the video up until this point, kindly consider subscribing if you haven't, and also like the video. It really helps with the channel. And comment the word 2025 or a pen if you want to, inshallah. Just let me know that you've reached this point and you've commented the word or the emoji, the pen, any pen emoji. I understand there's several of them depending on the phone that you're using, of course. Okay, you had to make an entrance, but it's okay, guys. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will see you guys in 2025. Assalamu alaikum.